Finally today, we're all excited for spring and the sunshine to arrive. Some of us more than others. That's because those who've made the investment in solar are anxious to see the benefits that this technology can bring to their operation. We caught up with Michael Shonka, owner of Solar Heat and Electric, to find out just how solar can turn into savings for agricultural operations. Margaret Jones Mike Straub brings us this story.
Solar energy has been slowly reaching the ag market here in Nebraska, and one of the newest trends is solar hot water.
Solar is a very interesting technology. They're making many incremental jumps in the technology on a constant basis. So what we're seeing for new applications now is that in Nebraska it's finally reaching the ag market. And one of the predominant products that's there for solar is solar on roofs of confinement buildings and shops. And then the second one is solar hot water systems being integrated with radiant floor heat in the slab on grade construction for like a shop or a pig farrowing house or some kind of a building like that. So solar hot water has been an underappreciated technology that I think is going to have a renaissance here as far as one of the trends in solar.
One benefit of solar electric systems is that they are very scalable. Target generation and available investment are two considerations when figuring out your target size.
One of the benefits of solar electric systems is they are very scalable. So if you have a certain target amount of generation you want to make, you have a certain amount of investment available, those kinds of things can all be floated into the mix and come out with your optimized system size. So one of the considerations is the tax credit right now of 26%, which has recently been renewed. So we're seeing that there's an interest on a commercial basis, and particularly because farmers now have had actual crop prices that are making a credit for them, and also they need depreciation. So you can actually pay for your solar system in less than 5 years using the particular financial tools available to the commercial market now.
Making a yearly account of how much energy you use could be beneficial when determining if solar energy is right for you.
You want to consider solar after you've had an examination of your conservation. Have you done the basic things in conservation to reduce your consumption of energy, whether it's hot water or whether it's electric, whatever it might be. But then your second one is how much energy are you actually using? So make at least a year accounting of that, and you can determine fairly quickly if there's a need for solar or solar availability. So you can look at it, our climate is pretty well determined that we're in the top 10 or so percentile of the country as far as availability of sunlight and the practical use. In our public power, one of our great unappreciated venues and economic drivers of our state, has been very forward in their thinking about solar most recently, and they've been incorporating and encouraging its use throughout the state.
Two main concerns with solar panels are hail and maintenance. However, solar energy panels are reliable against severe weather and require very little service.
I'd say there's a couple of concerns people really bring up frequently, and one of them is hail. And I think it's important to consider that hail has to be at least golf ball size or larger, coming from the right direction, etc. Generally, this is going to be covered under your insurance policy. If it's on a roof, you'll be getting a new roof before your solar collectors are damaged. So there isn't really an issue about hail damage as being, although it is a problem in our state, it isn't going to be that big of a problem for solar. Solar systems are extremely reliable. Also, the systems require virtually no service, no maintenance to them. You don't even need to wash it off. The rain's going to take care of that for you. So there's two of the more important factors that I hear a lot as I'm traveling around the state and working with people as they're examining solar as an investment.
One consideration when wanting to optimize solar power is that if you generate more energy than you need in a given time frame, you can either roll that energy over and use it, or you will be cashed out at the end of the year.
Nebraska passed a net metering bill in 2009, and this bill was developed in conjunction with the Nebraska Rural Electric Association and other groups in the state, and was really a very comprehensive bill. It limited the minimum at 25 kW. So the power companies have to allow at least 25 kW, and they can do more, and some have actually done that. We have a system where if you generate more than you need at this certain month or this season, it will carry forward. And then you can have a chance to use it then. And if not, at the end of the year, they just cash you out. Now, the idea is we all want to contribute to public power. It's a public good of our state. And so you want to undersize your system somewhat so that you are still paying into the utility. And I think most people look upon this, if they're going to optimize an investment, that's the considerations that they would be making.
Solar energy is relatively new in Nebraska agriculture. However, taking the right steps to determine how much energy you use in a specific time frame, your target generation, and how much you want to invest could determine whether it's right for your operation. Reporting for Market Journal, I'm Mike Straub.